G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So let's do a bit of an update video. Monty's going off. This is going to be like a members style video because I did miss a members video this week, but it's going to be a members style but for the public channel. It's going to be one take, no cuts, no edits. We're going to send it. We're going to go to the fish room, keys are in hand. And I'll tell you where I've been. So for reference, that's the size they were when I got them, and that's how big they are now. I don't know, I'm just keeping an eye on that one. I might pull it out and grow it out, don't know yet. It doesn't get food at all. I'm gonna eat a cookie. It's really hard to talk. If I eat little bits, I can still kind of talk. It's a bad idea grabbing a cookie during this. So I've been sick. I feel like I've started every video for the last 12 months with I've been sick, but this time I was proper knocked out. Like I got some sort of stomach bug. I've probably dropped like at least 5 kilos. My clothes feel loose on me. Like it fucking railed me. What day is it? Today's Wednesday, so today's the 7th day. And I still only feel 90%. I did not move off the couch for the weekend. I went to work, but I wasn't at work, if you know what I mean. Like, I was vegging out in my chair at work. Just vegging. But anyway, who cares? It is what it is. I'm glad I'm getting a koi pond. Leaking like a mother effer. I've got the uni seals to fix it. But yeah, I actually, while I was sick, I didn't even come outside. I didn't go in the fish room, nothing. I didn't even come outside, literally. And the koi pond, the water level dropped like 200 mil. And then I put the hose in to top it up. And I left the hose on for like 5 hours. So the koi pond's had a nice big water change this week. These guys are outside. I guess on the way there, that car's got no motor in it anymore. The air conditioning's still hooked up. See that there? So like, if I was to sell this shell and somebody threw a motor in it, they wouldn't even need to get the aircon regas. The other thing I was wondering, is there any fridges on here? So like, this has aircon. I don't know where it is. Where is it? There's the plug there. I don't know how to tell which plug's for which gas, but if that's the old school gas, can I get somebody to pull the gas out of this and put it in my Land Cruiser instead of getting the Land Cruiser switched over to the newer gas? I don't know if it would be legal either, but drop a comment if you know the answer. Can't even open the shed. Chickens going alright. All the little ones are in there now. So that's the end of an era. No chickens in the shed anymore. I'm not going to open the shed. Can't be bothered. But what was that? That sounded bad. Anyway, there's a gearbox there. There's a motor there. There's a car with no motor. You do the math. There's a car with no motor. Did I tell the channel that I blew it up? I don't know. If you didn't know, I blew the starlet up. I found a little piece of piston. I think it's like where what's the pin called? You know the pin, the connecting pin? It looks, the radius on this little piece of metal looks like the radius of the pin. Is it gudgeon pin? No, anyway. So we've got a beautiful motor here to the point I didn't even take the bloody spark plugs out. It's like, it's complete. Alternator still on. I've got to pull the gearbox off to change the clutch, and then I've got to decide which gearbox I use. I'll probably use this one. Probably, I don't know, I kind of want to delete some of this emission shit, but that's for another day. The problem is, if it ever gets yellow stickered, I'd have to put it back on, and if it's on there and not causing me a bother, I just want to leave it. I thought about doing a timing belt, but I just can't be fucked. Like, look how easy it would be to do the timing belt while it's out. I don't know, it kind of looks odd the way it's sitting on the engine stand. I don't have a desire to put it on the engine stand. By the time I get the gearbox off and put the clutch in, it's time to go back in the car. So there was no point in putting it on there. It's just sitting on there so I could roll it around. So I honestly, I didn't even have the energy to get off the couch. So how was I going to manhandle this? I wonder where that piece of piston is. There's the turbo. If you haven't seen this before, it's my turbo style. I'm going to go lower. I've got a guard roller in the boot, so while it's on the hoist, I'm going to pump the hell out of these guards. They've already been pumped before, but we're going to try a bit more. I'm going to take the front inner guards out. I'm going to drop it back to low. If you remember, it used to be low. I can't get the head off. I need like a long 8mm Allen key socket to fit down in that gap there. I'll buy a set one day because I might build that motor yet. I can't decide whether to sell the car or build the motor. One of the two. Yeah, so I need like that socket there, but a longer version. The brand new clutch is not all that happy. So this clutch has actually slipped on me a couple of times. I just think it's like a little 165mm clutch, a couple of hundred horse torques through it, and she slips. It slips at like the top of the fourth, full throttle max send. Oi, there's a dog. The fish ate my stingray. So the male stingray killed the girl, and then I came out the next day to get her out, and they ate her. Like a 60cm stingray, just gone without a trace. The only thing is the water was a bit cloudy. To me, that seems ridiculous. They ate the whole bloody thing. There was a couple of bones floating around. Now the bones are gone. The salmon-tailed cat's got chunks out of him. Oh, something bit me. The light's not on. Don't know why. There's bugger all in there. There's that one. I wonder if that flower horn's still in there. I hope so. There it is. Still just chilling. Throw some food in there for it. Sometimes like throw these guys in there. It's actually cat food. It's obviously way too big for it to eat, but once it's been in there for an hour or two, it break down and munch on it. Yesterday I had a bit of a tidy up. I got rid of the containers. Oh, she in breeding dress? Maybe I put this pair together. I had to separate those two. They decided, well, I think they would have been fine, but I was sick and they weren't looking exactly like friends, so they got separated. That girl there looks like she's got her tubes down too. I got new fish. I might as well just show you. I was going to keep it a members video. Sorry, members. New flower horns. Now, bit of a controversial one, these guys. They were advertised as camphor. I bought them off the owner as camphor, but my personal opinion is they're KZZ. But I don't really care. I bought them for face value, not for their name. But yeah, he is 100% KZZ, and if the guy I bought him off, if I said that to him, he'd probably get offended, but that's not a camphor, that's a KZZ. I've thought about it and studied it. This is one I bred. He's filling out. I reckon he's pretty cool. He's living with the living stony, polystigma, I can't remember which one. No, they're not polys. Anyway, they decided to go rogue, and I came in here the other day and that bigger one was just smashing them all, and he managed to wipe out, look, you can even see him now chasing that one. He managed to wipe out like quite a few fish. I did sell like 20. I think I put like 40 in there originally, so that means that he's wiped out like 16 or 18 fish. I think the final straw was I didn't come in here for like 5 days being sick, so nobody got any food, and he would have got hungry, and whether it was one of them or both of them, but they just went to town, and I came in here and I saw there was 4 left, and I was like, oh screw it, I'm just gonna throw a flower horn in there to be their friend. These two are just chilling. I need to separate them because I don't think she's getting any food. I'm thinking about swapping this boy and this boy. Well, not swapping, putting him in there and then putting him somewhere else. He's not going next to her. But that Vader girl is a really nice girl. She really deserves to be get a bit of space and grow out. Oh, you don't bite me. Let her out, see what happens. I think that's a boy. I hope it's a boy. Well, actually, I don't really care whether it's a boy or a girl, but it'd be nice if it's a boy, considering I just put a girl in there. This line here, I'm just not impressed with it, to be honest. I never was. Like, if this girl, I was saying today, if this girl here wasn't white-eyed, there's no way I would have bred her. She's beaky out, she's got a huge tail gap. And she had a little bit of a tapered body. And like you can see those, you see tail gap, beaky face. Like you can see those traits coming straight from her in the juveniles. And they reflect in all of them. So like you can see he's got that same face shape. This one here, same face shape. But so got shit stuck to my foot, literally chicken poo. There's two ways to fix it. I got the short body boy here. Now he's got a little bit of a tail gap, but short body mixed with her would create a good shape. I don't think I'll abandon the line. They're not horrible. They're just not great. That's one of the girls. She's better shaped than her, definitely. But anyway, point is they're KZZ, but I think they're kind of what I'd call a low KZZ in my opinion. Whereas she's like a higher KZZ. I'd say medium KZZ, not even high. And then this girl here, I'd say is high KZZ. She doesn't have the white eyes, but besides that, she's pretty mint. She's in breeding dress at the moment. And the boy might be two-tone, looking at him. Let's have a gander. So like this is the same bloodline here, this guy. See if he looks in the mirror. Yeah, look at him go, flaring at the mirror. See, beaky, tail gap. Other than that, he's got a bit of head coverage, some cool looking pearls. But yeah, that beakiness just kills my soul. This one here, so there's a car. That one's a bit beaky. That one there's not beaky, but that could be a good contender for F2. Yeah, definitely, but it lacks pearling. I don't know, that one there, if I pumped it up in some space, might come up good. That one there doesn't have the tail gap. That one there's got the better head shape. This girl here is mint. She got a bit of a broken jaw. I tried them together too early and he messed her up a bit, but yeah, besides her jaw, she's a ripper. No tail gap, short face, mediumly short body, little bit of head coverage. Be nice if she had more. One trait I've kind of just noticed now, she kind of has a little bit of bulging eyes. But I don't know if that's because she's stunted. She's also quite an old fish that I just never gave the time of day, and then one day I realised, oh, she needs some space. This guy here is pretty cool. He's got nice sunk eyes. See, like, that's what you got to choose. So, like I said, she's got a bit of bulgy eye. He's got sunk eyes. So, like, that's a cool trait that he could bring to her, you know? These two should make wicked babies. I've actually got his sister. She's up here. They're the only two that I have from that batch. It's a little short body fader. So this girl here, I don't know if I've ever shown her. She was actually living in one of these African grow outs. So at some stage she had jumped out and landed in here. And surprisingly, when flower horns are tiny, they get dominated by Africans. Most Americans, when they're 3 centimeters, Africans are more dominant at 3 centimeters. So like she sat in there and didn't grow. So like it's funny because look how he's like 12, 14 centimeters. She's like 5 centimeters, 4 centimeters. So I honestly think that's two things. She's a short body, so she's going to stay smaller. And B, the Africans just dominated the hell out of her. You'll see she's got a pretty fat gut at the moment. I've been trying to pump her up because I want to see what she's going to look like. This boy here, he needs a tank to himself. I think he'll be a ripper. So, I've got so those two sisters are sister to that guy. This guy here fell out of there. So he like went down this drain pipe and landed in this tank. And then this guy here, I pulled him out. I really should. This guy here I want to pump and grow out for myself, not for sale. Look at him, little weapon. So that's a tiny sponge filter, you know, like I don't know what number they are, but the little ones. So like if you look at my finger, he's literally the size of the tip of my finger, and he's already looking that good. I'm excited about that fish, man. Still no head coverage, which sucks, but I'm excited for him. So that guy there, that silk is from this tank here. There's like 5 or 6 silks in here. I was thinking about taking them out and growing them out separately. If you don't know KZZ silk is like a fish that I've always wanted to breed and like get a line going of my own, and there's heaps of silks in there. There's even more now that I'm looking. There's probably like 10 plus. But so like, I don't know if there's any in this batch. This batch, if there was silks in here, I'd quit my day job. Nah, it doesn't look like it. There might be one there. And then these ones, these are the latest batch. I don't know if, did I do a I can't remember. The video we were, a couple of videos about flower horns, I think that was this batch. And then this batch was 2 weeks after that. I'm excited about this batch. It's the biggest batch I've ever got from my KZZ girl. And you know what the weird thing is? I neglected this batch. Like, I didn't come in here for 5 days. I was crook as, and I came back in and they were all still cranking. Whereas like this one here was the same size as that at the start, and I did, this batch here is like baby brine shrimp, like daily water changes, and I've got like a third as many as that batch, which was, they basically had no water change for 2 weeks, and they only got fed crushed food. They didn't even get brine shrimp, so I think I might be done with brine shrimp. I don't know. If you get them hooked on brine, and then every now and then you get a brine shrimp batch that doesn't hatch, and then you got a problem on your hands. There's a batch here of flower horns. These aren't ones that I bred. These are ones that my friend Zach bred. I think me and him have got the same consensus on this batch. Cold hard as, and I'll be lucky if I keep maybe 5 out of that whole batch. I think I put one of these somewhere. Maybe that one there I'm thinking of. Anyway, there's a silk in there too, but that's a super red dragon silk, throwback silk, so it's not what I'm after. I'm after these here. White-eyed. Oh, that one's got red eye, but I'd honestly breed the red eyes because I know that they're from the white-eyed line. This guy here, he's from that same beaky batch I was talking about. He's a little bit less beaky, but he's not really. He's clamping his tail. I don't know if he's not happy about me being up here. He's being a sook. But yeah. He's kind of a bit of a throwback. I think he's a bit of a throwback of the Viha. See, he looks less flower horny. I don't know. I don't have enough information to know whether, if you get a throwback that looks more like a Viha, is that a good fish to cross back to a KZZ to get the camphor traits, or whether the throwback of the Viha means that the Viha gene is too strong and I shouldn't breed it. You guys know I've got a shitload of information about flower horns, and that's kind of where the line gets dirty for me, what to breed for camphor. Got plenty of KZZ cruising around. I need to sell this guy. I want to sell him, and I want to sell him. There's nothing wrong with them, like, they're nice fish, they just don't have the head coverage. And like, one of my main goals at the moment is trying to chase that head coverage. He's got it. They're both got it. So like, I've got tickets on this batch here. These two batches is the ones to watch, and I'll honestly, I'm giving a break at the moment. But this batch here, now that they're paired, I just want to breed as much of them as I can. I'm giving her a break because obviously I breed her as much as I can safely. I don't plan on trying any other males with that pair, but the only other male I would try is her son, which is that guy there. But then again, like, would I want to breed F2 with that boy because he's so pink? So here's the same thing. See how he's like the throwback of the Viha? He looks less like... He's got that... He looks less like a flower horn, you know? To me that seems like a good idea to breed, but I honestly don't know. The problem when you start breeding these KZZ, see they go pink? So both of these guys are pink, not red. We might be on something here. They're kind of chilling. I think he's pretty cool. If I wasn't going to breed him, I'd probably put him inside as a pet. Something about the low pearls, I like it. I should throw some red food into his diet, see if he goes a bit more red than pink. He's kind of a pale red, whereas she's pink. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. This guy's pink. I put this guy on Gumtree. I thought it would sell in 10 minutes. But in the ad I said I've got this guy and I've got a couple of smaller ones available. And every single reply was, can I see the smaller ones? I thought he would sell in 5 minutes, so I think I'm just gonna get some high protein food into his diet and pump him for a bit. I've seen his brothers and like they're monsters compared to him, but I think what happened is I bred the hell out of this guy, so he never got that chance to fully mature. But his head's doubled in size since I put him by himself. I should get the mirror out and start grooming him. There you go, guys. I know it's only a bit of an update on the flower horns. I didn't really talk about the Africans in the room. I guess I'll do it. I want to do a full room tour. It's been requested so much lately, so it's definitely something I need to do. But I kind of brushed over the fact that I got new fish, and if you know, you know, like those fish are, it's the second most I've ever spent on a single fish. And some of you will know, if you don't, it's a lot. But it's alright. I haven't bought many fish for ages, and I don't know why I bought them. It seemed like a good idea at the time. It's a game changer for my breeding program. It means I've now got 3 separate KZZ lines, so I can cross the 3 into each other, and then I can also cross them back out and just keep some really, really distant flower horns. It should be good. I've still got to get rid of some more Africans. I haven't really got rid of any, actually. I might sell the white lips individually. I advertised them reasonably cheap, no bites. Is it just a dead time in the market, guys? What do you reckon? But anyway, if you like the video, give a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.